start with more Prince Harry news, of course.
Blimey.
So the story about the Sentebale charity and all the trustees stepping down was last Wednesday. It broke. We did it on Tuesday.
Yep.
And then, of course, we've seen Camilla, the head of the charity, doing an interview on this weekend.
Yes.
Presenting a very different side to the story.
I know. I mean, it has become quite a he said, she said situation here. And to be fair, Dr Sophie has said her piece, and we haven't heard much in response to that, really, from Harry or Meghan. She's accused Harry of bullying and harassment at scale. She said that the row sort of set in. I think there's been problems between the lady who is the chairman of Sentebale, which was set up by Prince Harry in memory of his late mother, Princess Diana. It means forget-me-not, Sentebale, and it's to support AIDS orphans in Lesotho in Africa. I think there's always been some degree of tension between her and the trustees. You know, she said that she was appointed to kind of put her mark on the charity and make sure that it stepped up a bit, and she wanted to move its headquarters to South Africa so it was immersed in the causes that it's serving and all the rest of it. There was this awkward viral moment. I don't know if you remember it. There was a polo match last year. It was in Miami.
Where she shifted, Meghan...
Basically, Meghan sort of shifted her out of the way for a photo opportunity with a trophy. Oh, here's the footage now.
I do remember this, actually.
This footage then went viral, and it was meant to be an example of, oh, you know, pushy Meghan, Duchess difficult, look how she's now trying to orchestrate this scene. This, you know, very respectable charity chief there obviously thought, well, hang on, I don't really want to be pushed around on a stage. She then claims that Harry said to her, because of the negative publicity that footage attracted, you know, could you release a statement supporting Meghan? And this lady said, well, no, because that's not my job. I'm in charge of the charity. I'm not here as an extension of your PR machine. Couple of issues here, I think. First of all, obviously, it's not the first time that the couple have been accused of bullying. They deny those claims, but it gives the aura of sometimes working with them in what I would describe as a rather toxic atmosphere. The second thing is the blurring of the lines between the couple's business interests and their charitable ones. So one of the criticisms this chairwoman has made is that she says she was unaware that Prince Harry was going to bring a film crew along to that polo match and other Sentebale events for his Netflix series. Is that a blurring of lines?
Isn't that quite good for the charity?
It's a wonderful opportunity for the charity.
Yes,
this happened a month before. He phoned up and said, I'm doing this stuff for Netflix. I thought I'd bring the crew along to film it. It's a wonderful opportunity for actually worldwide publicity for the charity. I take rather a different line on this, having been involved for about half a century in a variety of charities, often with a royal patron. Inevitably, after a while, there's a tension between the trustees and the chief executive, because the chief executive is there day-to-day running the charity in their own way. The trustees usually meet maybe once a month, once a quarter. The royal patron, perhaps once or twice a year, gets involved. And so the people running on a day-to-day basis are doing it this way. The others have a slightly different view. And particularly if you are operating an international charity, Harry is in California, the charity is in South Africa, there can be differences of opinion. None of the examples given by the chair, the lady who was interviewed this weekend, really, to me, seem to amount to what I would call harassment at scale. You could argue about the Netflix thing that actually he was giving them an opportunity a month ahead. That moment with the photograph does not sound to me like major harassment or bullying, asking the person to stand here rather than there so there's a better shot of Harry, who is the star. The only reason we're talking about this charity, the only reason it's made any difference to lives of young people who have AIDS in Southern Africa is because of Harry's involvement. That's what it's all about. And everybody else should be in the service of that, in my view. So
maybe she's saying be in the service of the cause, but not the service of Harry and Meghan.
Absolutely.
And I think her point is, I was appointed because I'm highly qualified in my field, and yet I'm constantly dealing with trustees who seem to be nodding dogs to whatever Prince Harry wants.
The genius of being a really good charity director, like either the chair or the chief exec, is you actually understand what you've got. And you have got here, Harry is he's our poster boy. He started it. Actually, he's very useful to us. So part and parcel of this being a really great charity director is also to understand the strengths of the charity and to use those. So I haven't heard their side of the story. We've just heard hers. But at the moment, I must say, I noticed that Harry and all the trustees have stepped down.
Yes,
so
true.
Are they all in the wrong, or is there something not quite right? I think the Charity Commission is going to be looking into this.
They are going to look into it. But we know, Camilla, just how important this charity was to Prince Harry as well. That's the thing that's so heartbreaking, I think, from the outside. That's something that was created with such heart and belief and the desire to make, in the memory of his mum, to make a difference has sort of collapsed like this.
Also, negative publicity around them leaving the royal family or Oprah Winfrey interviews or Instagram feeds or what have you, cookery shows and whatnot. That's one thing. He will feel that his charity work should be sacrosanct and that's done with the best of intentions, and not just this charity but also Invictus. I don't think we can take those things away from him, regardless of what's been said and done between him, his brother and his father. He has been a brilliant charitable ambassador.
I have a son-in-law who was served with him in Afghanistan, and when he had a word against him, he simply says, this is a guy with a very good heart. So I'm buying that.
Oh, hello. Okay. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.